Caitlyn, and this is Mountain Talk.
Hey everybody, we're glad to be back. Going to give you some updates per usual, but first let's talk about wildfires. So we have gone into a stage 2 wildfire restriction, and I want to be real clear about what that means to everybody. So stage 2 means absolutely no fires. We can't have fires in our backyard. So if you have a fire pit in your backyard, not even a solo stove, this means no charcoal barbecuing. It literally means no fires, guys. You can use your propane gas grills for cooking. You can use propane for warmth if necessary, but you cannot have your open flames that has spark of any kind. But let me mention something about this charcoal situation, or even your propane grills. Just this weekend, there was a house fire in the Sholo area that started from a charcoal grill in their backyard on their patio that they had too close to trees and pine needles and things like that, and it caused one of their trees to catch on fire, and then of course that fire led to their home. This was a pretty big fire. This was a full alarm. We had fire trucks coming from all over to help spare this family's home. So if you don't have to do it, guys, don't do it. Our situation is very serious, dire, extreme, all the big words. I can't emphasize this enough. And so please, no flames, no fire, no nothing, not in the parks, not anywhere, no designated areas. You just can't do it. The answer is no. There's some questions about whether or not the town would put us into forest closure. That is not a decision that the town can make, or any town for that matter, just so you guys know. Those are made by professionals who know what they're talking about, think forestry, those types of things. And I'm sure those conversations are in place, but they'll do what they think is necessary based on their expertise. But we can still do everything that we can to make sure that we're doing everything we can to prevent those fires. Currently, there is a very serious active fire happening in Greer. Over 3,500 acres have burned so far. That didn't change as far as mass or land overnight. However, it is still 0% contained. And that did not start by somebody making a bad choice. So the reality is that fires can happen at any time. This was an electrical thing that happened with a transformer. Is what they believe to have been the source. That's still not fully determined, but that's what they think. So it can happen. So when we're picking on people for making bad choices, and I say that as the person who lectures about bad choices, remember that we don't always know what happened. We're in a really serious fire situation. So the best thing that we can do is support each other, do the things that we can do to prevent fires, and then help and pray for those who are in bad situations, like the community of Greer right now. They have had full evacuation. A small part of Eager is in a set position right now. I say this knowing this. I'm very, very close. Our office is just about 2 miles away from that community that's on the set situation. So it's a pretty serious situation. It's a long rant, but no fires, guys. Let's protect our community, protect our mountain, protect our people, protect our homes. And then let's talk. Am I, Caitlyn? Oh, I see. Am I the highlighted today?
You're highlighted.
Okay, I'm highlighted. All right, so move on from that. No fires. Thursday, May 15th, Access to Capital for Small Businesses, Part 1, 4 p.m. at National Bank of Arizona. What I did not have on here is which location that is. It could be Sholo, it could be Pine Top Lakeside, probably Sholo because they're a much bigger place. But check with National Bank of Arizona, and I'm sure you can get more details on that. They do require a reservation.
And then part 2 of that will be on the 16th.
Oh, yep. So there's more.
Part 1 and part 2. So 15th and 16th is that event.
Oh, yeah. So 2 days. Mm-hmm. Make sure you make a reservation. Thursday, May 115th. May 15th, I'm assuming. Sound bath experience at Pure Relaxation Day Spa at 6 p.m. We talked about that. Maybe I need some of that sound bath this morning. On May the 16th, Friday, May the 16th, is Home Ignition Zone course at White Mountain Nature Center at 8 a.m. And then also Friday, May the 16th is Made on the Mountain Arts and Crafts Fair, St. Mary at the St. Mary of the Angels Church at 9 a.m. Sorry, I
That was rough.
Okay, we're resetting. Like Carin and Caitlyn need to reset. It's been a long night, you guys. We've been up all night with Red Cross and various different fire stuff. So bear with us this morning. Not that we're not always a hot mess, but that's okay. May 16th, through Sunday, May 18th, is the Spring Carnival at White Mountain Nature Center. That's super fun. I'm very excited. One of my team members is up here working from the Valley. She normally works remote, and she's going to get to be able to take her kiddos to that. So that's going to be fun. May 16th and Saturday, May 17th is pre-cut stained glass Cottage mobile / Chime 2-day classes at the Art Alliance. That's long and a lot of words, but stained glass is so fun and so pretty to do. I did one of those little things many, many years ago, and that's a neat class. So go check that out. I'm sure that'll be fun.
All right, this one's easy, guys. The Farmers Market and Art Walk is at 9 a.m. in Sholo Downtown Marketplace. I'm so excited for that because I love farmers markets. But that one was really easy to say.
And again, because it was easy.
And then also that same Saturday is the Community Tree Planting Summer Event at Woodland Lake Park, also at 8 a.m. That is nice. We just need to not burn them down.
Okay, gosh.
Just don't set them on fire.
No barbecues at the park, period, right now. 0, none.
We're still on the soapbox.
Yeah. We're still, I guess, yeah, we still got 1 foot on the soapbox. Saturday, May 17th. There's 17th? All right, I quit. Guided hike at White Mountain Nature Center at 8:30 a.m. Very fun. Go do that. And then after you do that, there's a couple of things. There's so many fun things happening on Saturday. I don't know how.
The 17th is just blowing up. When is Memorial Day? Is this like the weekend prior? So
this is the weekend before Memorial Day.
Man.
Yeah. Memorial Day is early this year. Normally it's the last weekend of May, and that's been throwing me this entire month.
I know, but still, it's a busy weekend.
The 17th is the, also again, Made on the Mountain Arts and Crafts Fair at St. Mary's of the Angels Church, 9 a.m.
All right. Again, still Saturday, May the 17th, walk with a, that's so fun. Walk with a doc, D-O-C, like a doctor, at Woodland Lake Path at 7 a.m. Guys, I'm not going to be at that. That's 7 a.m.
So that's where doctors from the hospital will come and they walk and they're encouraging activity, getting out and moving. So you could go at 7 a.m. there, and then you could go do the guided hike at White Mountain Nature Center at 8:30. You get all your steps in the first couple hours of the day.
And then the Armed Forces Day flag ceremony at the Pinetop Lakeside Town Hall is at 11 a.m. that same Saturday, 17th.
Also on the 17th, so after you're done getting all those steps in, you could head to Taste of the White Mountains at Camp Grace at 11:30 a.m. where we will have, I think we're up to 17 or 18 or 19 food restaurants. Somebody just we keep getting restaurants that want to participate. But these are local White Mountain restaurants who will be coming and serving samples of their foods. Entry cost is $25. You can get that at Blue Ridge Scholarship.com or taste. What does it say on there?
It just has a scan.
Or you can scan. Anyway, we'll put a link.
You could scan this, guys.
We'll put a link down at the bottom. You could go to Blue Ridge Scholarship's Facebook page as well. There's links there. There's links all over. We're sharing it all over social media. But $25 gets you a bunch of food so you can eat away all the calories you just burned on all of these beautiful walks. I wouldn't miss it. That we will have some music. I believe some kids from the high school are also coming and doing caricatures. So
that's
fun. It's going to be a super fun day. Bring the kids. They can run around Camp Grace and play like crazy. Awesome, awesome day. Obviously, that's my selfless plug. Money from that goes to Blue Ridge Scholarships for our local Blue Ridge High School students.
And you might see a gorgeous white horse just standing off in the
about
pasture.
That. Last year we had just a random wild horse just come out into the field and just hang out with us all day. It was pretty cool.
We're all just like, is that a ghost?
Yeah, but don't pet him. Don't try to pet him, guys.
Yeah, leave the wild horses alone.
And then also on Saturday, May 17th, an evening of Apache culture at Mountain Meadows at 3 p.m.
That sounds like fun.
I know, Saturday's going to be good.
Man, there's too much happening. I can't go to all of them. I need a duplicate of myself.
Clone Caitlyn.
Ooh, that's a scary thought. Saturday, May the 17th is Pilgrim's Rider at the house at 5:30. Band. They always have the best live music.
They do a
there.
great job. They do a great job. Do you help with that, Birdman? No? The house? No? They have their own in-house?
Yeah.
Saturday, May the 17th as well is 100 Years of Arizona Highways at White Mountain Nature Center at 6 p.m. That is interesting.
Thursday, May 22nd through Monday, May 26th. Again, Spring Carnival. That's in there twice. We already said that, but you can do that Carnival. Friday, May 23rd, Accord Hospice Beach Party Tour at multiple locations.
Saturday, May the 24th is the Saturday Market at WME Village 8 Theaters at 9 a.m. And that same afternoon is the Organic Gardening at White Mountain Nature Center at 1 p.m.
Oh, that's awesome. So that I've been waiting for that Saturday Market because it's the closest one to us, so I'm very excited about that. It's a little bitty one, but it's awesome. Saturday, May 24th, annual Pinedale Community Yard Sale at Pinedale Heritage and Community Center at 8 a.m. That is Memorial Day weekend. And then Monday, May 26th, Memorial Day Flag Ceremony at Pine Top Lakeside Town Hall at 11 a.m. That is what we have for, at least for May. We will bring you some June events at our next one. Just again, guys,
Back on
reminder.
Soapbox.
Yeah, Soapbox, but it's Memorial Day weekend coming, so we will not have
22nd, 23rd.
22nd, 23rd.
Roger Klein and the Peacemakers.
Oh, Roger Klein and the Peacemakers. Yes, we'll be at Buffalo Bills, right, Birdman? And that is a huge, they follow him all over, everywhere he goes. Big, big deal. So get your tickets.
Oh, I remember
Go see
this
that.
from last summer.
Yeah.
Everybody losing their mind.
Again, link down at the bottom. Rob will have what we need as far as that goes. But yeah, that's a big deal. Everybody loves Roger Klein and the Peacemakers. But it is Memorial Day weekend. We're going to ask you guys, as always, to be safe.
Make good
Don't
choices.
drink and drive. Make good choices. Let's, again, keep our community safe. Stage 2 fire, no fires, do the right thing, and stay safe. If you would like to know how you can help the people in Greer or any of the things that are popping up, because we do have some other little fires that are happening right now that could change any minute now, contact your local Red Cross. They are set up with a shelter, two actually, in St. John's for the Greer evacuees, and in case Eager has to also evacuate. Now or anytime they always can, but I see on social media people are asking. Currently, they really don't need anything. I spoke with them this morning. It's quiet, which is good. That's what we want. But contact them and see how you can help now and in the future. I'm Carin.
And I'm Caitlyn, and thanks for joining us at Mountain Talk.